Right, with 34 games into the championship now, you've seen 2 of those games. The rest has all been played off camera. You've kind of got a little bit of an idea of the form we were in, the players we've got, how things were unfolding. So let's play this little game. There are 24 teams in the championship. I can tell you straight off that we're not first and we're not last. So pick a number between 2 and 23 and let's see how close you get. Bang! Third. Did you think that? Did you think that was what was going to happen? It was all looking pretty ropey. Pretty ropey. The end of the last episode. It looked like we weren't going to get anywhere, but we've pulled it round. You were all thinking bloody 18th, 19th, weren't you? I know you were. And who can blame you, because last episode it appeared that my job was in jeopardy. But don't worry about that, I sorted it out. So here's what's been happening. I'm aware of the fact that you still haven't seen us win, which is a little bit disappointing. Hopefully we can change that today. Let's have a quick look at the schedule and what's happened before today. So December, we had a pretty good December. We were unbeaten. We only had 2 draws and the rest were wins. Standout wins amongst that were Millwall, because Millwall were top of the league at the time, so that was a brilliant result for us. Then Villa, who we're playing today, we drew against Villa. Villa have got a really strong team actually, so this should be a good game today. So January, we moved on and we had a slightly less successful January. We won 3 of our 5 games. We lost to Watford and Brentford. Watford was in the Cup, so it's not too much of a big deal. But an interesting thing about this game was that Tyrese Campbell, one of our youngsters, scored 2 goals, did really well. So he's kind of edging his way into the first team, and he's actually going to be starting for us today. Spoiler. Brentford as well wasn't too disappointed with a 3-2 loss to them, because they were first and still are first in the league at the moment. So they've got a really, really good team as well. So, you know, if you're going to be losing to teams, they might as well be the best teams. So we're in February at the moment in game. We've had 4 games. We've lost 1 of them. Unfortunately, it was to West Brom, and it was a bit of a shocker because it was another one of those situations where we had like 20 odd shots on goal, probably should have won the game, and they managed to snatch it. Today, we're playing Aston Villa. And as I mentioned before, we drew against them last time, but they do have, it looks like, Jack Grealish is out, which is quite good because he's a decent player for them. But they also have Tammy Abraham on loan, and he's a very good player, and he's actually been playing really well. If I go to the Championship, we can see he's got 30 goals, and he's won 9 Player of the Match awards. So he's going to be a real threat and a real worry for us. Okay, so let's get on to Mark Cartwright, the figure of much controversy in this save and in real life. Did he buy anyone? Did he sell anyone? Let's have a look. Of course he did. We spent 25 million net this season. Insane. 38 million, received 12.75 million. Let's have a look at who left. So we already know about Charlie Adam. James McLean's gone, Bruno Martins-Indy's gone, Affolai's gone, Hogard's out on loan, Tandy is out on loan, and quite surprisingly, Eric Peters has gone to Werder Bremen, my old Football Manager 18 club. So who has he picked up in this transfer window? Well, there were a couple of areas that we needed to strengthen. Attack, because our strikers have not been scoring, although we've got Crouch, Afobe, Berahino as our kind of main strikers. You would think that between them, that between those 3, they'd be able to do something, but no, they haven't. Also, centre-backs, we're a bit short on depth. Harry Suter had been starting for us, who's a 19-year-old Scottish centre-back. He's been playing brilliantly. He's been consistently getting amazing ratings. Shawcross has been playing well as well. So they've been a really stable central defensive duo. However, we don't have the cover for that position. So we had Ashley Williams on loan. Bruno Martins-Indy is gone. So basically we had one centre-back as cover. Now, what Cartwright has done is he's decided that the centre-back is an area of concern. So he's bought $1 million. First off, he started off with Tyrone Mings. Tyrone Mings can play wing-back, full-back, centre-back, no-nonsense centre-back, ball-playing defender. He's basically a defender. Any defensive position, he can do it. If it was the case that Suter wasn't playing very well, he'd be straight in there, probably as centre-back with Ryan Shawcross. But it's like, what do I do now because Suter's playing so well? Okay, fine. But really, he's going to want to be a first-team player. Jack Watmore Again, he's a centre-back. He's a ball-playing defender. Now, he's at the moment considered our 4th best centre-back. He looks to be a very good player, but again, how's he going to get in the team? Let me just get to this. Reece Oxford on loan, who really probably should be starting because he's a ball-playing defender, which is useful, and kind of I want to be playing a ball-playing defender because I'm playing out from the back, so it would be really good to have him playing consistently. And he's a youngster, and he looks very, very good, and he's rated up there in this comparison with Ryan Shawcross, so it looks like, they're very similar. We've got Adrian Mariappa as well, who is signed, and Adrian Mariappa can play as a central defender as well, or a right back, sorry. So again, really struggling because we've got a really good right back in the form of Bauer, who has been playing really, really well. So he's caused a lot of problems, and then what did he do? He's bought another right back. So Tommy Smith has come in, and again, he's a good player. Do I really want to leave him out? It's all getting very difficult. And then we've got Tom Edwards. Do I want to leave Tom Edwards out, the 20-year-old youngster who's also been playing amazingly? It's getting complicated. It's getting complicated. I mean, it's good. We've got some good depth there, but it's difficult. So he's also signed Ruben Sobrino, who is a kind of striker / attacking midfielder. Seems pretty decent. He used to play for Man City, actually. Started off his career at Real Madrid. He's potentially, it says here he's our second best striker. We've started to play Tyrese Campbell quite a bit because, again, I want to give some of these youngsters a chance, and people like Suter and Edwards and Timon have done so well for us. Why can't Campbell be the same? And then John Swift from Reading, decent central midfielder or a sort of advanced attacking midfielder there. So another good player to have, and he has actually been playing the last couple of games. He hasn't been absolutely outstanding, but he's someone that I want to give him a few more games and get to see what he's all about. Bojan's been injured, so that's why he's been getting games. Aston Villa are currently 8th in the Championship, and that does them a bit of a disservice because they've actually got a pretty good team here. You can see vice captain there is Glenn Whelan, who used to play for Stoke in real life, as it says there, IRL. That means Ireland, actually. Anyway, yes, they've kind of found a little bit of form, it looks like, recently. In their last games, they've beat Reading, beat Sheffield United, beat West Brom, and then drawn against Brentford, who, remember, are top of the league. So they've been doing quite well. They've also got some really good players. They've got Balassi out on the wing, and they've got Abraham. And Tammy Abraham is a very good player. You probably know of him. But the interesting thing about him, as I've mentioned before, is that he is currently top scorer. He's got 30 goals, and he's won 9 Player of the Match awards. I mean, 30 goals at this point in the season already. He's scary. Also, as I mentioned, Yannick Balassi as well. Very good player. So we need to be very wary of them, basically, even though they've got Glenn Whelan as their vice-captain. So this is the tactic we're going to be using. It's kind of a 4-2-3-1 narrow formation. As I mentioned, I haven't been playing wingers. I do have Ince in there who tends to sort of want to play as a winger, but he actually plays quite well slightly inside because, I mean, he plays as an inverted winger anyway, cutting inside. So that position sort of suits him okay as an attacking midfielder in that position. As you can see, Woods and Allen have developed quite a good partnership in the centre there, and they've been really, really good, both as box-to-box midfielders on support. I'm a bit dubious about this, but I thought I've got to give him a go. I've taken Harry Suter out for now. I've dropped Shawcross back into a cover position because with our fullbacks attacking, I want to make sure that Shawcross doesn't edge too far forward and leave us exposed at the back. Oxford plays very well as a ball-playing defender, and I think that we're trying to play out of defence anyway, so I think he'll be a good player potentially for us. So then this is a bit of a weird three across here. We've got here Edison as an advanced playmaker on attack. We've got Swift playing as an enganche on support, and that's literally just because that's where Bojan normally plays, but Bojan's been injured, so he's on the bench at the moment. He's back from his injury, but he's not quite ready to start a match, I don't think, yet. So he might come on at some point, but I'm giving this guy Swift a chance, who's one of the people that Cartwright picked up for us. I'm giving him a chance in that position just to see how he does, basically. Then we've got Ince as attacking midfielder just on attack. And then Campbell, we've been playing up front as deep lying forward. Now, Campbell, deep lying forward on attack, I should say. Campbell's a young player, but he's been playing well. He hasn't necessarily scored that many goals, but he has the potential to do it. And I'm kind of giving him a little bit of trust, give a little bit of faith. I've got 2 attackers on the bench that I can bring on if I need to, Crouch and Sabrino. So I'm just hoping that he's gonna do something for us and make a name for himself. Obviously on the bench there, we've got Bojan, as I mentioned. We've got Suter on the bench as well in case Oxford doesn't perform. Mariappa, who's another new signing, who can potentially come in for either of the centre-backs or for Edwards if needs be. Szymanski, if we need to replace the goalkeeper. Just joking. Szymanski's a decent attacking midfielder who can replace either of those 3 across the attacking midfield spectrum there. And then Sabrino, who can also play in this 3 and can also play up front. And Crouch, who, well, you know Crouch. Edwards there, number 99. I love that he's 99. Put a flake in him. Right, we want to win this. Let's do something. Yeah, go out there and carry on straight from where you finished. That'll do. Hand over to assistant and team talk. Let's go. Right. There might be a couple of things for me to tweak here because I'm using the Casey Renzi skin and the kind of between match highlights. Between match stats screen. Between highlights stats screen needs tweaking each time you start the game. Yeah, no, it's not quite right. I'll just tweak this. There you go. Not much different, is it really? Okay, so we have kicked off. Aston Villa look like they're having an attack. Oh, but we've taken the ball off them. Here's Swift. Out to Campbell. What can Campbell do? We want to see a good performance from him, really, the youngster, and he's challenged. But we should get it back. Shawcross nods it back. Edwards picks it up to Ince. Edwards is really good on that overlap. Spoke too soon. Oh, here's Abraham. Watch out for him. Oh, goodness me. This isn't good. O'Hare, Butland saves. Okay, so they're looking a bit dangerous on the counter, according to that. Timmons been booked. Balassi to McGinn. So they're having a little bit of action here. And here's Swift. Clears to Campbell. And Campbell's up there by himself, but he can do it. Here's Edison. Edison finds Edwards. Oh, Edwards again. Just running into people left, right and centre. Abraham to O'Hare. He's free. Butland. Oh, he's hit the post. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, we're getting caught there a little bit. 2 shots to none at the moment. Let's just give him a bit of encouragement. Ryan Woods is semi-injured. Potential shoulder injury. I'd be all right. This could be a close game, actually. They've had 3 shots to none. Not much happening. Not much happening. Oh, God, please don't be another on-camera crap game. Well, it is. 35 minutes gone. I'm going attacking for the last few minutes of this half. See what we can do. No one's really having an impact on either team, it looks like. Ratings are all pretty average. Here's El Mohammadi. Do we get it? Yes, Edwards. No. Looks like they're pinning us back a little bit there. Abraham! Butland saves. So you've got the best striker in the league versus the best goalkeeper in the league, arguably. Edison gets it in. Oh, we get the post. Gets it. Oh. Thought that was in. As you saw by my reaction. So, that was a totally shit first half. Sorry about that. He's saying do it for the fans. I think I'm just going to bollock them because this has really pissed me off. Let's get going. Come on. We need to be doing much better than this. Push forward. Let's go. Oh, Woods is still injured. I should have taken him off, actually. In fact, I will do that now. Just a very quick substitution. Who have we got? Do I bring Bojan on? No, because he's too attacking. Oh, this is awkward now. Everybody's an attacking midfielder. It's going to have to be Bojan. Going to have to be Bojan for Woods. I think Bojan can handle that. He's a good enough player. I mean, Woods is a big miss. because he's the playmaker in our team, really, and playmaker in the sense of he gets the ball from the opposition and sets us off on another attack. So it's going to be a big miss. Come on, something happen. Okay, we should get that. Come on, Shawcross. Right, Shawcross has got it. Oh, God, this is going to go wrong. No, okay. Swift. To Campbell, over the top. Come on, Campbell. Go on. Oh, Campbell scores. Yes, get in. Get in, Campbell. Come on. Goalkeeper should have had that. Oh, come on. Let's go, Stoke. To be honest, I thought a goalkeeper had saved that, and he should have done. Oh, that is horrendous. Horrendous. But I'll take it. Let's praise them, even though they don't deserve it. They're fired up by it. That's good. I mean, Campbell deserves it, 7.1. Tom Edwards is having a good game as well. A lot of our players are looking pretty tired out there, and a lot on yellow cards. So we might have to think about some substitutions probably about now, actually, because it's 77 minutes. So, in fact, let's go for it. Let's make a few big substitutions here. Let's say, Timon and Allen. I don't really want to take Allen off because I've already disrupted that central midfield duo quite a bit. So let's just bring on Szymanski for Swift. Oops, come on. Szymanski for Swift, not Bulland. And let's give Sabrino a go instead of Edison. Dewey, 75. Yeah, Timon's knackered, isn't he? That's the only problem. But there's not really anyone I can bring on for Timon. Oh, yes, there is. Mariappa. Mariappa can play on the left, can't he? No, not according to that. Oh, this is awkward. I thought I had the bench covered there. Where can Reece Oxford play? Reece Oxford can play in. I should have put Reece Oxford in the defensive midfield role instead of bloody Woods when he came off. Right, let's leave it at that. Timon's just going to have to be knackered. He hasn't got that long left to go. Demand more. Oh, Christ. Oh, no. Oh, God, what happened? Why? Oh, why? What were you doing? Fucking hell. The hell happened there? Oh, my God. Butland just jumping in the wrong direction. Right, pause this. I need to concentrate. What the fuck? Okay, let's get I don't want to go very attacking, do I? Let's have a look at the team instructions, see what we can do here. So we've got a narrow width, that's fine. Let's forget about the underlap. I'm not too bothered about that at the moment. As long as they focus to play through the middle, it doesn't matter if they're underlapping or not. We need to go to more direct passing, I think. We've got a high tempo already. I'm not bothered about working ball into the box. Let's hit early crosses. Let's run at the defence as well. In transition, we potentially need to regroup rather than counter-press, but we've only got like 6 minutes left, so let's just stick with counter-press. And let's distribute over the opposition defence, try and catch them that way. In which case, let's get this line as high as we can. Yeah, okay. Let's try that then and see where we get to. I might go ultra attacking. If nothing happens, I'm going to do a shout. No, I can't. Oh, God. Pause it. Right. Go on. We got 5 minutes of added time. This could be a big mistake. I've gone very attacking. It could be a big mistake. Oh, Alan's off. Okay. So Alan's off. Do we stay very attacking? I think we've got to. We don't need. Hang on. We don't need a win here. A draw will be fine. It's not the end of the world. Okay, yeah. A draw would be fine. It's not the end of the world. Deep line playmaker on defend. Let's take these back to a support duty rather than attack. So I'm going from going really attacking to suddenly going more defensive, but, you know, we've had a player sent off. What can you do? Bojan, sorry, is in the wrong place there. Yeah, what am I doing? That's what I was going to do. Put him there and then bring Suter on there. So that should shore up the back line. We've got a more defensive-minded player in the centre there. We want to go cautious, maybe. And out of possession, we want to drop a little bit deeper again. Okay. That'll do. And it was hardly worth it because the game's going to be over right now. Or is it? No! Get it off him! Get it off him! Get it off him, please! Oh, thank God. Come on. Are we going to get an attack? Come on, Campbell. Oh. 1-1. Not bad for the save, but in terms of YouTube excitement, pretty dismal. Okay, so it wasn't too bad. Fuck it, let's give it to the assistant. Continue. So we're still third. I mean, we had the chance to go second. We didn't take it. But, you know, like I said at the very beginning, you know, we were playing a tough Aston Villa side. They're sixth, you know, so... And some of their players are really, really good. So I'm not too disappointed with that. Third place is pretty good. Post-match analysis versus Aston Villa. Possession fairly even, and the shots on target fairly even as well. They slightly edged it, so you could say we were a little bit lucky in a way. But I think we were a little bit unlucky to concede that goal as well. Then again, they were a little bit unlucky to concede the goal. So, you know, it all pans out. This is quite interesting focus of attacks here. So we're instructing our team to play through the middle and to keep the ball centrally. But actually, it's worked out kind of a pretty even split from the wings, 36% centrally and then 30% down the right wing and 33% down the left wing. So it's actually worked out, you know, pretty evenly split. And that really is because of our fullbacks attacking so well. A Mika Richards strike helped put Aston Villa into promotion contention. It was hardly a strike, was it? In fact, let's have a look. Let's view the highlights because both of these goals were shit. Let's see this. Here we go in ultra slow motion. Campbell. Doing. Didn't he just sort of like accidentally touch it? Yeah, I mean, I can't even see what's happening there. Jack Butland is somehow flying through the air, feet first, the wrong way. Right, so Alan is banned for one match. Let's view the incident. I want to see whether he needs telling off or not. I mean, probably not. It's Joe Allen. He's not a dirty player. Oh, I didn't even see it. Can I have a look at that again, please? No? Is it going to show a replay of this or what? Because all that is him getting given a yellow card. Brilliant. Well, that's very helpful in my decision. So in that case, I will just issue him a warning and that'll do. So good things come to those that wait. Or they've come to me anyway. Haven't come to you because you've ended up with a shit 1-1 draw that wasn't very exciting, so sorry about that. But for me, good things have started happening. Towards the beginning of this save, it wasn't going very well, and now it is going well, and although we're getting draws, we're also picking up wins now as well, which is good. And I don't mind the odd loss, as long as we get the wins as well. So now we really need to push towards the end of the season. So as far as the save goes, we've got to try and wind it up because it's supposed to be a beta save, and now the full version of FM19 is out, and I've got all my Piacenza stuff prepared, ready to go, so that will be the next save. But in terms of the next episode for the Stoke save, it will be the last one, I think, probably. 99% sure it will be the last one. but I don't know what it'll be. There are so many iterations of what could happen from this point onwards that it could be anything. So you'll just have to wait and see. Leave a like, subscribe. I'll see you soon.